Well, hello and welcome everyone to Women Speakers Association's WSA TV. I'm Laura Rubenstein, your host and producer, and also digital media and marketing strategist. And I'm super excited today because we have a great topic for you, and we have incredible experts coming to you from the Women Speakers Association. We're going to talk about the mindset shifts that can actually radically change your life and your business. You know, we all talk about mindset. I mean, it's a big buzzword, but today we really are going to dive deeper into perspectives you may not have thought of before. So let's jump right in. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and start to introduce these people, these wonderful women to you. And let's go say hello to Michaela. Hi, Michaela.
Hi, Laura. So good to be here with you all today. My name is Michaela Quilici. I'm a international business growth and marketing expert. I'm tuning in today from Vancouver, Canada, and you can learn more about me on my website at michaelaquilici.com.
Great to have you, Michaela. And let's go say hi to Heleniq. Hi, Heleniq.
Hi, Laura. Hi, everyone. My name is Heleniq Argyrou, and I am a clinical psychologist and a peak performance trainer. I really target my work towards women and families. And you can find me on www.ahaintelligence, you spell that with a double L.com.
Wonderful. So glad to have both of you here today. I want to jump right into our topic, which is all about mindset shifts that can radically change your life and your business. And Michaela, I know you work a lot with business owners, and there's some very key things business owners can do with regard to what they're thinking and how they can grow their business. What advice do you have that can help people change, shift, and what tip or tool can you to shift their business? What would you advise?
Well, Laura, one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make in their business is to chase target markets rather than magnetize their qualified buyers. This is a little mindset shift that actually can have a huge impact on the revenue in your business. And so as a business owner, you really need to understand the difference between an ideal client and a qualified buyer, because chasing target markets will leave you and keep you broke, and magnetizing qualified buyers will get you paid. So here's the difference. Ideal clients are people who you want to help because you know they suffer from a problem that you can solve. And qualified buyers are people who know they have a problem, they admit to having a problem, and they're willing to pay for it to get it resolved. And that's really the main difference. So one question that the viewers can take away today is, are you chasing target markets or are you magnetizing qualified buyers?
Wow. Take that in, everyone. That is gold, really golden, because so many people think about their ideal markets and they want to help these wonderful people, and they're going to go broke doing it, right? So let's take Michaela's advice and go for it and get the qualified buyers. I love it. Thank you. Heleniq, now I know you work a lot on the life change area. What advice or tips do you have for people to help them make that shift and cause, the positive outcomes in their life?
Yes, Laura, and to Michaela and you, I want to just echo and resonate with what was said, because really these small shifts that we can make such a huge difference to the ways that we take action in life. And obviously in our lives, in our lifestyle, we run a lot of negative thoughts about what's possible, what's not possible. And so I find one of the most important shifts we need to make in life is to program our minds continuously. Every morning is a great time to do this, to actually connect with a part of us that we very seldom really get the chance to connect with. And this is the inner genius concept. It's one way to start your day. For 3 times every morning, you look into the mirror and you say the following words: I am a genius, and anything I wish or want is possible. And you repeat the statement once again, and then you repeat it once again. And then you need to take a few moments to really suck up all your attention into your inner core. Spend a few moments there, seconds, maybe a minute, really connecting with all of the fullness of your life. And this is a very powerful neuropsychological trick, really, that brings a lot of awareness into our minds about what already is possible, what we already have. When we do this, we start to feel very full, very charged up, very positive, very full of what's possible. And there's no better way to start your day or to vision and imagine what you want for your life more than something like this, which will really direct your day to start and for you to really begin to intend to bring in what you want for your life. So I find this really helps.
Beautiful. I love the inner genius. I love that statement because if we start our day this way, with believing and just declaring that I'm a genius and everything I need and want is possible, it's possible, right? And that sets up the energy, and then tie that in with Michaela's work of, the shifting of like, what's possible? Yes, I could get qualified buyers who are willing to pay, that I can help. It's like brilliant. The two of you are actually a power team in the sense that you have to shift internally and personally to have that business shift as well. So I invite all of our viewers to be in touch with Heleniq and Michaela, and let's get to know a little bit more of your background and who you work with and what you do. And before I get into having you all answer, I want to welcome those of you who are watching today, and thank you for your love and likes here on Women Speakers Associations on the video. Please feel to love and like us, love us up. We do love it. And hi, Roberta and Janita, who was on last time, and we've got Lee here. So thank you so much for being here, and your comments and questions are welcome. If you're watching this at a different place online, I'm monitoring the Women Speakers Association business page, the public page, not the group. So come say hi over there too if you're watching. And okay, so let's get to know each of you. So Michaela, tell us about who you work with and what you do with them and you're passionate about doing for them.
Thanks, Laura. So I work primarily with women business owners in service professions. So these are coaches, consultants, experts, speakers, and I work on the inner game and the outer game of business. So I'm a business growth coach. My focus is on sales, marketing, and strategic growth. So my passion is to help women be seen and be heard so that they can really navigate their business growth, so they can get focused on the right marketing and business development activities, so they can gain more exposure, they can attract their qualified buyers, and make more money with less effort. I like to call myself a business navigator, if you will, which is really helping them and walking hand in hand with them to help them strategically grow and authentically market their business and build a business that's aligned to who they are. That's really what I'm all about.
Awesome. And so how did you get into this?
So I'll tell you a story. I remember one of my very first speaking gigs. Considering I spent most of my life avoiding public speaking, this was a really big deal for me. And I spent hours and hours preparing and creating the content, and it was some of my best stuff, and gathering up the courage. And I ended up delivering a really inspiring, powerful talk in a room full of my ideal clients. And I received amazing feedback, lots of hugs at the end, some great testimonials. Yet out of the sold out crowd of people who were all ideal clients, guess how many clients I got? Zero clients. And so you can imagine I was really disappointed. And what I realized was I failed to build a bridge between marketing and sales. And so compare that to my most recent speaking gig, where I converted 31% of the room into applying for a paid consultation with me. And then 83% of those people signed up to be a paying client of mine. And the main difference between the first speaking gig and the most recent one was that building of the bridge. And so I help business owners to really build that bridge so that they're able to really capitalize on all these great marketing activities that they're out there doing, spending time and resources on, and converting those into sales for their business.
That's the bottom line, to use a pun there, for sure. And congratulations on your success. And, sometimes we have to go out and just try stuff and learn, and then get an expert involved to help us really take it to the next level. And it sounds like, Michaela, you do incredible work with that. So I'm so glad you're here, and I want to now ask Heleniq, tell us about what you do and who you work with and what you're passionate about doing for them.
Thank you, Laura. Very impressive, Michaela. Yes, I think everybody needs one of you. And for me, I really always knew that I wanted to help people and be in service. And I was fascinated all my life by this very deep, unseen, invisible part of us that held some kind of mysterious truth. And I know, working for the last 22 years now as a psychologist, I shifted my business towards peak performance training and really gear up now to help women have opportunities that I consider to be priceless. And by this, I mean that I started up a conference in Cyprus, which is a really beautiful island dedicated to the goddess Aphrodite. Happens to be my mother's name and my goddaughter's name. So very inspired for me. Was this idea of bringing women to speak at events and seminars. And so I now start organizing these here in Holland as well, and possibly in Belgium and France at some point. And we really are providing an opportunity for women to speak greater truth. I think many of us feel that there is a rising feminine power in the world right now. And so a lot of women need so much support to really put their message out there. And if they're on a mission, to be taken seriously and to be really important decision makers for the future of our world. So I want to be facilitating that. And so a lot of my work is around helping young women even strategically shift their work towards starting a new business and or putting their own personal truth out into the world in some important way. And so I do the therapeutic work that's needed first, and then help them really shift into this new level of confidence and conviction to take their lives into their own hands and really become instrumental for the future of all of us.
Oh, wow.
So luminaries, pioneers, people who really want to make a difference. I work with them and provide opportunities for them.
Wow, thank you. Wow, that's very inspiring. And do you have a story about how you've helped someone do that?
Cyprus is a place, for example, where I went to work for 12 years. It's my ethnic home, but I grew up in South Africa and was born in Zimbabwe. So I have a lot of access and experience with diverse cultures. But in many of these countries, there's a lot of women that are unrecognized. And so in Cyprus, I targeted a few women in my community that I felt had some real priceless wisdom to share. Some alternative therapy practitioners. One was a lady who studied drumming with me for many years. I'm also a musician, who had something to say about the aura, worked a lot in energy work, her own personal growth work. And so I invited her to be a speaker, knowing fully well that she was not very experienced in this in front of large audiences. But I saw potential and real unique power in her. And so it's one small example of really just providing an opportunity for a woman to be considered somewhat of a thought leader in her community, because this woman actually runs a women's library in the town where she's collected lots of material and runs workshops to really support a lot of women in her community. So there are many examples like this. This is just one to name, but I think each woman knows how to raise other women up higher. And so a lot of the work that we do together is really so important, because we keep collaborating and keep helping each other move higher and higher. So very rewarding to do that.
It's so wonderful. And I have the biggest smile on my face because of what you're saying, because that's what we do here at Women Speakers Association.
Absolutely.
So you're in the right place with the right organization at the right time. And if anybody watching here is inspired to connect with these women and connect with the Women Speakers Association, please join us. Also, Heleniq and Michaela's will put there in the comments their connections to their websites, as well as I'll tag them so you can connect with them. But if you're not already a member of Women Speakers Association, or you're not yet a premier member, go to joinwsa.com. We have a free level waiting for you there. And if you want, you can upgrade there as well. And we really help you elevate each other. We elevate each other. And that's one of the benefits of Women Speakers Association. I actually want to hear from both of you and anybody who's watching. and you've had benefits from Women Speakers Association, please feel free to put it in the comments there, what you love and the value you're receiving from our organization, because there's so much available for you. And I just want to give a shout out to Christina Owen and Judy and Foster and Roberta and Lee Roberta Shaler and Lee Scheidel for being here and watching. I know I can tell you're watching. There are other people, but little shout out to you. Thanks for being here. And so each of you, Michaela and Heleniq, I'd love to know what value you are getting out of Women Speakers Association. So let's go over to Michaela.
Thanks, Laura. I love what Heleniq is talking about, and that really parlays into one of the things I love about, which is it's a global organization. Here we are, 3 women connecting from different parts of the world. I also love how you promote the members, and the amount of exposure that I've received personally in a short period of time is just simply incredible. And the trainings and the speaker development and the synergies, the platform to be able to meet other members. I already know that I'm going to be following up with both of you ladies to learn more about both of you and how I can support you and how we can support each other. So it's just such an incredible organization. I'm just so pleased that I made the choice to really step into membership. So thank you for the opportunity.
You're more than welcome, and we're so glad you made that choice too, because we get to connect with you. And thank you. So, and Heleniq, why don't you tell us what value you're getting out of Women Speakers Association?
Okay, I will, because from the very first moment, and I mean this most genuinely, that I actually saw the Facebook group on my page on Facebook, I clicked the link, and the questions that were asked about why do I want to join, what do I hope to get from the group, I was feeling very positive and very inspired that there was a group with this kind of caliber of women that was so organized. Because as soon as I'd replied to those questions, the email communication was so consistent, very systematic, and very organized. And those are things that I regard to be sort of higher level, kind of levels of functioning. And I got from that the tone that this is a really serious group of women who are up to promoting, supporting, and building this kind of communal tribe that I really believe in, and I think is part of us all as women connecting into a new way of doing business and a new way of supporting each other in collaboration and in community. And I felt from the very word, from the very word go, I think that's how we say it, yeah. There was this spirit of true collaboration and real organization and helping you navigate through the entire process. And then when I actually met Gail, and now that I meet you, Laura, and I meet Michaela, there's some really beautiful synchronicities happening. And I think this is also really special. And to know that we are global and that we are, according to even Gail's way of explaining the way that this happened, all coming together to be part of this really collective movement to put more women out there. And it's something I really believe in. All my events are about that. And so I feel very aligned and very happy to be here. And I made one call with Gail and decided to upgrade. So I also do recommend it to other women, because if you stay on the free platform, there's very little that really pushes you to get out there. But if you are actually investing, you will start doing some training and have opportunities like this one and many others. And I think for what it's worth, it's really priceless for the opportunities that are available.
You put that so well, Heleniq. Thank you so much. We are definitely about uplifting each other, supporting each other, giving women visibility and collaboration. So again, if anybody wants to take join us, join WSA.com. We're here for you. We're here every week giving you tips from our experts. So we're a very generous organization. You've been very generous, Heleniq and Michaela. Thank you for your wisdom today. We'll be back next week with a very special episode. Tune in at 12:30 or 12. It'll be somewhere around that time next week for our special episode of WSA TV. So thank you again, ladies. We'll be back, and take good care. Get some great sleep and good visibility. We'll do it for you. So join us at Join WSA. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye bye, everyone. Thank you.